Hello Achievers, welcome to Shakti's Knowledge Hub, myself Dr. Shakti Suganya. If this is the first time you are seeing our channel, do subscribe and hit the bell icon, especially the all option to get all the notification about all our releases of shorts, full video, post, etc. So in our today's video, we are going to discuss about the topic staffing. This topic staffing is coming under the subject principles of management for the school level and UG level people, and it will also be covered in the masters in management courses, commerce courses and many other engineering courses also. So please compare your syllabus with the topic. If it is matching, you are sure to go ahead with the entire concept whatever we are discussing today. So this staffing is about bringing an individual inside the organization for a work purpose whenever a vacancy arises in the organization. So let's see the meaning for the term staffing. Staffing means putting people to job. It begins with human resource planning and includes different other functions like recruitment, selection, training, development, promotion, and performance appraisal of a workforce. So this concept you come across under the main topic called functions of management. So every organization will do different functions. Among them, one important thing is staffing. So if you are taking the concept of staffing, that is covering so many other concepts like the recruitment, selection, training, development, and so on. So this is what we are going to discuss in today's class. So the first subtopic which comes under the staffing is need and importance of staffing. Why this concept staffing is important in an organization? That is, what is the necessity or need or importance of having this in an organization? The first is obtaining competent personnel. So here I wanted to clear you something. There are two terms which is little similar to each other. One is personal and the other one is personal. So personal is a term which we usually use in our general conversation. That means about an individual, his side or her side, personal. Something which is hidden inside. So that we used to call the term as personal. But personal is a term which is completely related to human resource, the workforce or the employment thing which is happening in the organization. So that is what one of the important terminology under the human resource departments. So this should be pronounced as personnel. Proper staffing helps in discovering and obtaining competent personnel for various jobs. According to the job and its nature, a proper and a competent, that is a good capacity person should be discovered and to be staffed. So that is the main reason the staffing is important. And the second, high performance. Proper staffing ensures high performance by putting the right person on the right job. If you are taking a right person for your organization to work, definitely that person will do his performance in a very higher level. And that is what it is highlighting, that high performance, selecting the right person at the right job. And the third is continuous growth. Proper staffing ensures continuous survival and growth of the enterprises. So if the performance is good, that automatically reflects in the organization growth also. So the person is doing well, that will help in organization also. 4. Optimum utilization of human resource. It prevents underutilization of personnel and high labor cost. Imagine if you're recruiting a wrong person in a job, means definitely there is a problem in doing a work by that person, and the superior or the other person who is handling that individual is also very difficult. They will make so much of wastages, losses, waste of time, etc. So that will reflect in the labor cost. So if a right person is employed, the optimum utilization will be takes place. If a wrong person is taken, the situation will be vice versa. That will happen in a negative way. Improve job satisfaction. Staffing helps to increase the job satisfaction and morale of the employees. If you put a right person in a right job, imagine yourself, you are in a right job. Definitely with good satisfaction, you will do your performance with the good effort. In case if you are working in a non-satisfying or a unwilling job, means due to some compulsion or due to some reason, definitely you will not be so satisfied with the work, and also there will not be any satisfaction or any morale, and also the organization environment will also be affecting you by not showing more interest in your work, and your morale also will decrease. So if there is a right person in the organization, definitely that will improve the job satisfaction. Now we are going to discuss about a concept under the staffing. Staffing as a part of human resource management. So we all know human resource management is one of the important department which is engaging for the human resource purpose in every organization. If you have not yet seen the topic functional areas of management, please go through the playlist and just finish off that video, and that will help you to understand about that concept. So this means in simple, every big organization will have different departments. Each department will take care of its own work. So some of the commonly engaging departments are human resource, marketing, finance, accounts, production, etc. So now we are going to talk about the staffing as a part of human resource management. So this staffing is one of the work done and handled by the human resource department. Function which all managers have to perform, as all managers directly deal with people. So the people who are all dealing with the people. So the person who are all handling the people in case of recruitment, selection and all the other process. So that is all coming under staffing. Staffing refers to this kind of role played by all managers in small organization. Imagine if the size of the organization is small, all the people will take care of the staffing role. In case if the situation is different, let's see what it is. As organization grow and number of people employed increase, a separate department called the human resource department is formed, which consists of specialists who are expert in dealing with people. In case the organization is small, all managers or any person will handle that work. If it is getting expanded, definitely there should be a separate department called human resource department, and in that the specialized people will be engaged to take care of dealing with all the human related works, recruitment, selection, etc., and the further task whatever they are going to perform for the organization. In fact, early definition of staffing focused narrowly on only hiring people for vacant position. But today, staffing is a part of HRM, which encompasses not only staffing but also a number of other specialized services such as job evaluation, management of labor relation, etc. So, as we discussed, this human resource management department was previously called as personnel department. And previously, the work what is taken care by this department was so narrow. They just focus only on the hiring of a people for the vacant position. But nowadays, this HRM department is taking care of various other works, and those things we will be discussing in a very detailed way. So this is the way the HR department is engaging. Let's discuss about human resource management in little detail. HRM involves procuring, developing, maintaining, and appraising a competent and satisfying workforce to achieve the goal of the organization effectively and efficiently. So we have already discussed in detail about the term effective and efficient. Please go through in our one of the video which is in the playlist. So HRM is a department, they are dealing with so many other important things by considering the competency and capacity of an individual to bring a satisfying and a good quality workforce to achieve the organizational goal as well as the individual goal also. Its purpose is to enable every human being working in the organization to make his best possible contribution. So, only when the right person is employed in the organization, he will also give his best, and also the organization will also achieve the positive outcome. So now we are going to discuss about the topic process of staffing. If you are taking the concept staffing, that is not only a single stage process, it is inclusive of so many things, and that is what we are going to discuss in detail now. They are estimating the manpower requirement. First, we need to identify what is the number of person required for each and every role. And then we need to move on for the recruitment process. Once the recruitment is done, we have to go with the selection of the right person, and that person should be placed and orientation should be given. And once the person started to work in the organization, based on the requirement, training and development should be focused. And once the performance is done, we need to evaluate that person in various aspects, how he or she is working in the organization. Let's see them in detail. The first is estimating a manpower. It involves the following: making an inventory of a current human resource in terms of qualification, training, and skills. So, it is very important to do the very first task as have to take an inventory, that is, the stock or list of the current employee or the current human resource with its qualification, training, and skills. And after that, we need to do the assessment of the future human resource needs of all the departments. So they will not only focus on one particular department, the entire organizations and each and every department may have a different vacancies and requirement, and based on that, that list will be taken in detail for the future purpose. Developing a program to provide the human resource. So job analysis is an intensive way of finding the detail related to the jobs. So how they will take that into account? The HR department will do the job analysis task. So in the detailed analysis, they will be able to know how many number of persons required in what qualification and experience and other specifications. So based on that, they will prepare the manpower requirement list, and then they will be move on to the next step called recruitment. Recruitment. It refers to identification of the sources of manpower availability and making the effort to secure applicants for a various job position in an organization. So for that organization, is there any person who is already available in any other position to take that current vacancy role? Internally they can fill those people's vacancy for that particular job, and later on whoever is required in addition, they will be taken through the next level of process called selection. Selection. It is the process of choosing and appointing the right candidate for a various job in an organization through various exam, test, and interview. So selection is not a simple process. It is very important to note what are all the steps we need to carry forward for each and every role to be filled. So the vacancy may be differing from one department to another department. Example, if you are taking in case of production, there is a vacancy. So that role will be filled by different selection process by conducting various exam and test. And in case if the requirement is in the finance department, in that situation you need to follow some different test and examination for selection process. So once selection is done, the next is placement and orientation. When a new employee reports for duty, he is to be placed on the job for which he is best suited. Placement is very important process as it can ensure right person at the right job at the right time. So we can tell this term right person at the right job at the right term as a human resource management mantra. So only when you are putting a right person in a right job, that too in a right, that is the required time, then only the organization will be able to run on its own in a proper way without any disturbances, and they will be able to achieve the goal. So, once a person is selected, and that person will be placed to the organization for the further work. And later on, the orientation will be given. Let's see what is orientation. Orientation is also called induction, and it is concerned with the process of introducing a new employee to the organization. The new employees are familiar with their units, supervisors, and fellow employees. They are also to be informed about working hours, procedures for availing leave, medical facilities, history and geography of the organization, and rules and regulation related to their wages, etc. So you can consider your college or school orientation or induction program with this. How after you're taking an admission, one particular day is assigned for orientation program. So in that program, you will be able to understand who is your faculty, who is your HOD or other department teachers, and which place you need to go for your lab, and who are all the person you need to approach for each and every requirement. So you will be able to get an overall idea about your entire institution. Just the same way, in an organization, if an employee is getting placed, that person will be taken to this orientation program. So here he will be able to know who is his superior, subordinate, his peer worker, and what are his roles and responsibilities, and what are the do's and don'ts he to be followed in the organization, about his leave, etc. to be learned or to be known through this orientation program. And next, that person will be in a position to go for a training and development. Systematic training helps in increasing the skills and knowledge of employees in doing their jobs through various methods. So, if any person is in need of training, and that will be given according to the requirement. There are different type of training. So, each and every topic, whatever we are discussing now, is a separate subject, and each subject is having multiple concepts and topics to be learned in the higher level, that is in your PG level. If suppose if you are taking in your MBA, HR as your specialization, you will learn each and everything in a very detailed way as a separate topic, especially separate subjects. Development. Development involves growth of an employee in all aspects. It is the process by which the employee acquires skills and competence to do their present job and increase their capabilities for a higher jobs in future. So this development not only concentrating for the present job of an employee and also helps to focus on the future work, and the capacity or the capability will be getting increased in all the aspect of an employee. And the last concept under the staffing is performance appraisal. It is concerned with rating of evaluating the performance of employees. Transfers, promotion of the staff are based on the performance appraisal. So you can consider yourself or you can put your shoe in the same process. Say either you may be an employee, might work as a part-time employee in any of the organization, or also you can consider yourself being a student. After you joined in a course, after some time you will be evaluated through different tests and examination to know how you are performing in your particular level. So just the same in organization also, to understand the performance and the level of an employee, this performance appraisal will be takes place, and that also will be taken place based on the various criterias to be considered, and you may discuss that in the future topic. Okay, achievers, with this we are finishing the concept staffing, and in the future sessions, we will be discussing about the other topics like recruitment, selection, training, and development, etc. in a detailed way. Shatter your breakpoints and relish your success journey. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all in our next video. Bye.